feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
June 2025. Not a scream. Not a spotlight. Just a breath. A stillness. After the final encore of a concert that shook Seoul to its core, after the cheers faded and the lights dimmed, something else happened. Something no one saw coming. Backstage, Jungkook sat alone. His eyeliner smudged like forgotten ink. His shirt soaked through from the weight of his performance, and maybe something heavier. He didn't speak. He didn't scroll. He simply existed. Not as BTS's golden magne, but as Jungkook, tired, raw, real. Then a door creaked open. Taehyung stepped inside. No stage makeup, no stylists. Just him. Bare, beautiful, burdened with something unsaid. Their eyes met. And time folded. It wasn't a reunion. It was a recognition. Taehyung's expression didn't scream shock. It whispered remembrance. As if he was looking at someone he'd loved before the world told them how to love. And then he saw it. Not just the sweat. Not just the silence. But the tattoo. Near the heart. Too near to be decoration. Too intimate to be meaningless. A soft line of ink, thin, elegant, almost trembling. Not a name. Not a symbol. But a story. One that had been drawn slowly over months. Wordless. Brave. Fans would later discover that it was designed in secret. That the artist said Jungkook poured his entire self into the design. That it wasn't for show. It was for something else. Taehyung leaned closer. Not as an idol. Not as a bandmate. As something else entirely. You did that, really? He whispered. Jungkook didn't answer. But he didn't need to. A nod. A single nod that set the internet on fire. Was it love? A message? A rebellion? Or was it simply freedom? A few days later, Taehyung posted a picture, alone. In a white Celine shirt. A birthday cake glowing in front of him. No caption. Just an emoji. But the silence was louder than any statement. Celine reposted it. Our eternal muse. And the world began to read between the lines. Then came the live. Taehyung. No filters. No glitter. Just him. A tank top. Dim lights. Music in the background. Not singing. Just breathing. Just being. It felt like someone letting go. And that's when JHope, our sunshine, the one who always smiles, dropped the quietest earthquake in an interview. Some things surprised me. Especially Jungkook and Taehyung. The way they are now, it's beautiful. He paused. Looked down. Then added. Some connections grow stronger in silence. And just like that, everything clicked. The tattoo. The look. The birthday post. The live. The silence. It wasn't a puzzle. It was a poem. The fandom was divided. Some said it was love, others said it was goodbye. But maybe it was neither. Maybe it was transformation. Was someone leaving HYBE? Was there a project only the two of them knew about? Or was this simply the start of the rest of their lives? All we know is this, that moment backstage was not a farewell. It was a beginning. And like all beginnings, it was quiet. But powerful. So ARMY, if you're still searching for answers, maybe stop listening. And start feeling. Because the loudest truths aren't spoken. They're etched in glances, in tattoos, in silent birthdays. In the way Taehyung looked at Jungkook, as if he had finally come home. And that is how you know the story isn't over. It's just finally becoming real. A week passed. And they were both gone. No schedule. No updates. No paparazzi sightings. Just silence. The kind of silence that doesn't feel peaceful but purposeful. Like the breath you take before everything changes. Jungkook was last seen at Incheon Airport, dressed in all black, no entourage. No one knew where he was going. Except maybe Taehyung. And Taehyung? He vanished too. Deleted posts. Changed bio. Celine stopped tagging him. No one could tell if it was planned, or if the world simply became too loud for two people who had only ever spoken in glances. But then, it started. Clues. Subtle, heartbreaking clues. A fan in Los Angeles posted a blurry photo, someone who looked like Jungkook in a bookstore. Holding a journal. Wearing a plain white tee. His hand covering his chest. The same place where the tattoo lives. Another fan in Paris claimed she saw Taehyung near the Seine. Alone. Staring at the water. Whispering to himself in a language she didn't understand. It wasn't proof. But it didn't have to be. Because when two souls move in silence, you don't need evidence. You feel it. And the fandom did. The theories grew bolder. Some believed they were working on a secret project together, something raw, unfiltered, far away from HYBE. Others believed it was something deeper. That what happened backstage had pulled a thread that could no longer be rewoven. Then came the audio. A snippet. Posted anonymously. A voice humming. Soft. Vulnerable. Unmistakably. Jungkook. And in the background, just barely, someone spoke. A whisper. One word. Hyung. The internet imploded. Was it Taehyung's voice? Was the recording recent? Or was it something kept hidden all along? And then, just when the buzz reached its peak, Weverse glitched. A message appeared for 3 minutes. Then disappeared. It read, "You never needed to find me. I was always where you left your silence." No name. No reply button. Just that. Was it a hack? A leak? Or was it their way of speaking once again without saying it out loud? Then came JHope. Again. A quiet Instagram story. No face. Just an old photo. 3 shadows in the distance. A field. A sun. No faces. And a caption. Not everything ends. Some things become quieter. No tags. No hashtags. But ARMY knew. And the whispers turned into ache. Because the truth wasn't in the interviews. It was in the absences. The unsaid goodbyes. The way Jungkook stopped singing publicly. The way Taehyung stopped smiling with his eyes. But if this was a goodbye, it was the gentlest goodbye ever given. A goodbye not spoken, but lived. Through distance. Through paused music. Through glances that once burned louder than any encore. And maybe that's what makes it beautiful. That no one broke. They just became something softer. 2 stars who had shone too brightly for too long, finally choosing the darkness not out of pain, but out of peace. The story didn't end. It unfolded into silence, into ink, into memory. So, ARMY, maybe we stop asking, "Are they okay?" And start saying, "They're choosing something real, even if it hurts." Because this was never about just a tattoo, or a shirt, or a cake. It was about a connection that lived in shadows. And sometimes, the most beautiful part of love is what you're willing to let go, to protect what was always sacred.